Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Put your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We've got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we've got a fantastic community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other. You've been so kind to me and so kind to Miss Sarah. Thank you. Thank you. Also, if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out there. I timestamped them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, something like that. Whatever works for you. So whatever makes your life easier. I watch a lot on YouTube. I spend stupid amounts of time on YouTube. And I watch all kinds of things and sped up slightly so I can cover more ground. So anyway, hello everyone. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the kitty. The kitty. But as beautiful as this cat is, that one's better. This little white lump back here. Anyway, all right. I'm using the Pulp Tarot today, which is just so appropriate. The Pulp Writers Tarot with all of the mob bosses, and it's just so appropriate for reading on politics. And also, the nails today are quite a pretty color, if I do say so. And I like they're kind of pulling from the gray and the blue over here as well as the pink. So I was just very pleased. And they're a great length. So I like them. Honestly, the only ways these could get better is if they were square. Because I prefer square nails, but I really like these. Anyway. All right, let's jump in because have we got stuff to cover today? All right. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers and join all the rest of us in crossing your fingers. Please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. At 2 minutes 30 seconds in, Judge Chutkan is entertaining letting the media film Trump's trial. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Lord, I know we don't talk often. Is giving Trump's team until the 10th to respond on whether or not they agree with it. This puts Trump in a bad position because if it's televised, he can't lie about what happened behind closed doors. But he's been saying all along he wants it televised. He couldn't turn it into a spectacle. So, will Trump agree to the cameras? I would think not, because ultimately he's a coward. But yeah, everybody's like, please, please, please. Angela M., do you have a link for that? I haven't seen that one. Yeeks. Glenn Burt says, man, woman, camera, TV in Trump's face. Lisa Graham says NBC put in the request. And it would be a pool camera. So everybody would have the same one, which is fine. We're not picky. Oh, so March and April would be must-see TV, and I would basically be just here. I'd pretty much just be here every day. Midas touch? Oh, thank you, Angela M. Thank you. Okay. Chutkan, Trump's trial, DC trial, televised. I'm trying to see if I can get hold of the energy. Get past my own excitement at the possibility. Trump's a coward. That's the main thing I'm getting. Be grateful says he sees it as free advertising. Yeah, that's a possibility too. Yeah, Trump, it's a great idea. Do that. Do that. You'd raise lots of money. You'd raise lots of money. You'd look really good. Don't you think Trump would look really, really good if this trial was televised? So he should agree. Wouldn't it would just be the best? CC Ryder says, Routers is saying, U.S. judge asked Trump if he wants his federal election trial televised. Yes. Don't you think it would be great? Don't you think that would be good for Trump? That he should agree to have this televised. Ace of Wands. Courts. Ball's in your court. And he's so photogenic. You know, he pointed out how handsome he is, but he pointed out how handsome he is. Joel, yeah, absolutely great for Trump. Yes. Suburban Housewife, absolutely agree. Yeah, Trump can have his hair and makeup team. You know, this is great. Yes. Thread of Hope says, let's all tweet in truth, Trump. Sir, we want you back on TV. Yes. Yes. True. Jeannie Johnson, no such thing as bad publicity. There you go. Suburban Housewife, his fans love to see him on screen all day, every day. Oh, yes, Linda J. That's the thing. Greatest ratings in the history of ratings. Yes. Oh, thank you, Kathy Delisle. Thank you. Okay. Empress, Page of Swords, Ace of Cups is in the middle. King of Swords. Chariot is the final card. TC Ryder says, quote, in two separate filings, NBC News and a coalition of 19 media organizations and press advocacy groups argue that the public has a right to see an unprecedented trial of a former U.S. president, unquote. Yes. Rob D says, in a nod to The Apprentice, we can call it The Apprehended. Yes. Cat Shepard, trial of the century. Oh. It would be bigly. Trump, it would be bigly. In front of all of America. Okay, we'll just ignore that Trump's lawyers are bottom of the barrel. This is what happens when you get your lawyers out of a gumball machine. Add water. Ace of Cups, this is something new. Very new. King of Swords, the prosecutor sounds like he's down with this. Chariot. This is a really big show. This is the big parade float. It's like all of Macy's Day Parade, but one giant float. Oh, Veronica Johanna says, if I was working, I'd take vacation time. Oh, let me tell you, if this happens, you're going to get sick of me. You're going to see me in the corner right here all day long, exhausting myself, just being. The whole time. Yes, Lois McDonald. One giant bloated float. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lola Bell, we got some other interesting news about Johnson coming up. Isabel Moss, the greatest show on earth. Information, televised Chutkan's trial. The energy's not bad. Oh, thank you, Anna. Thank you. Yes, Kathy Delisle, the bigliest ratings ever. Way more than OJ. Jeez. Oh, bless. Bless. Pray the victims of that crime. All right, King of Cups. Smith is like, yeah. It feels like Smith's just Smith. I'm guessing that Chutkan already asked him, or asked the team. The Star. It starts out with the Star. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. CC Ryder says, quote, they argue that a federal rule barring broadcast of criminal proceedings is unconstitutional. Prosecutors have said in court filings they oppose the effort, but have not explained why. Unquote. Okay, so Smith might be against it. I don't know. Well, if we have the Star, it would definitely be must watch. If we can somehow convince Trump that there's a way to make money from this, that it would help his fundraising, he might go through it, because financially he's in desperate straits. He's in dire straits, and it's just going to get worse for him, as it should. Page of Wands. Boy, this is weak sauce. 8 of Cups. This is all of the evidence laid out. 7 of Cups, the delusion. Oh my gosh. And I'm just feeling all the emotion that this will churn up about us almost losing our democracy. This is big. This is massive. This is, I mean, the first place I come from is I just want Trump to be held accountable for his actions in courts of law, based on evidence fairly. And then, if convicted, then actually punished. There's some real energy behind this. I mean, for what it's worth, the energy I'm getting is this is going to be like a tidal wave. This is like a tidal wave of energy. So, CC Ryder says the DOJ are due to file their argument by November 3rd. Trump's lawyer, John Lauro, previously told CNN that he supported televising the trial, that Trump will respond in accordance with the court's order, unquote. Okay. Visualize 70 says, I think you just need to appeal to Donald Trump's ego. Yes. Yeah. Whew. Joe Eliza says, if not cameras, it should be at least audio. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. And Veronica Johannes was pointing out that in the fraud trial, first week of November, we're going to have Grift and the Griftlings testifying. Matter of fact, happy birthday to me. And Deanne Shield Maiden Tarot, November 6th. Is that right? Do I have the right reader? And I know some of you. Trump's going to be on the witness stand on the 6th. Sniffy Jr.'s on the 1st. This is the New York fraud trial. But I thought oh, wrong. I did a screen capture on my laptop, not my sorry, one second. I'm just trying to get this thing to load. There it is. Yeah. On MSNBC, let me share this with you. Share screen. Window, picture, share. Get rid of that. So on MSNBC, this is what they were showing. So happy birthday to me on November 6th. Which is really what I wanted, was justice. I really want, so him being on the witness, coming onto the witness stand on my birthday. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me go back to here. Okay, so let's go on to the next question, because oh my gosh, do we have more questions. We have got staggering questions today. All right. At 1620, this is looking at it a slightly different way. I'll just pull 3 cards here. At 1625, will Chutkan ultimately care how Trump feels and just allow cameras regardless for transparency's sake? So depending on who, whatever arguments are make, will Chutkan, if either side is saying they don't want this, will Chutkan eventually just say, transparency? A free spirit says, I get Junior on my birthday. Happy early birthday. Yeah, Glenbert, a nest of vipers. Whiny vipers. High priestess, higher wisdom. Adding insult to injury, 5 of swords, King of pentacles, Ace of wands. No, I she'll listen. I think she'll listen to what they want. So, all right. Okay, so we have got right now at 1735, we have got something that has just come out. Well, it just hit the public consciousness anyway. The new speaker, Mike Johnson. There are various things, people wondering, was his mother a teenager? Was, all this stuff? No. That's not what's important. When Mike Johnson was 25, the new speaker, when he was 25, notice, thank you, Michelle. Notice the numbers here. When Speaker Mike Johnson was 25, he adopted a 14-year-old black male. At 25, he adopted a 14-year-old black male. But he didn't actually adopt him because apparently from Sarah was reading this to me this morning, and apparently because he didn't actually formally adopt him, because the adoption process is just so, it's so long and complicated. Oh, really? So you have adopted a child, but they're not worth going through the legal process. So, the heck with their self-esteem. I couldn't be bothered. I don't know. It just seems difficult. So I'm not going to formally adopt this 14-year-old black male as a 25-year-old man. Now, This was before Johnson married his wife. He's trying to say now that they were newlyweds. He and his wife were newlyweds. This man is now 40 years old, is absolutely not coming forward, absolutely does not want anything to do with Johnson, and is in zero family photos. Zero family photos. Becca from House of Lenormand's in the chat. Hello, Becca. Do follow House of Lenormand. She's awesome. I thought God had a thing or two against liars. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Pshaw. So when Mike Johnson was 25, he adopted a 14-year-old black male. This was before Johnson married his wife. This young man is now 40. I feel like I'm reading a blind item, but this is true. This is true. The man is not in any of the Johnson family photographs. Johnson is now saying he brought the child into their home while he and his wife were newlyweds. But the young man started living with Mike in 1997. The Johnsons didn't marry until 1999. And you know they weren't living together before marriage. What's going on? Yeah, Judith Juliet. No pictures, no information about his black son, Michael, who at 25 he took on. Yeah. Phyllis Rowan says 19-year-old. So the boy was 19, not, or are you talking about Gates? Look, if I was ever going to adopt a child, I would adopt a child. I would never say I had adopted anybody without actually having gone through with the full adoption, because otherwise you make a child feel like garbage, that they're not accepted, that they're not loved. So you do not go around saying you've adopted a child you haven't adopted. You blankety blank. Ace of Swords. Sword of Truth, first of all. I believe there was an archangel, Michael, with the sword. The big sword. Sword of righteousness and truth. King of Cups. Fool. Seven of Cups. Temperance. Nine of Swords. Hey, eek. In the center, we have illusion and delusion. Emotional confusion. So he may have presented himself some way, but there's a whole lot of illusion, delusion. This feels ugly. And I have a temperance card, but this kind of feels like Johnson just walked away, but the amount of damage done. Angela M's asking, was it his child? Well, he was 25 and the child was 14, so I'm going to guess no. Kevin's saying, the more I learn about this guy, forgive me, but the less I like. I don't think forgiveness is required. I think you're in very, I think that's a very popular opinion. There's a whole lot of, if it wasn't, even if it wasn't what it looks like to the modern eye, it's just icky, period. There, who was it in the chat who was just talking about how, who was it earlier? I'm so sorry. I should have said when it came up, but was talking about how some evangelicals and others, they adopt Black children to raise them right or something ridiculous. I'm sorry, I can't see it now, but I know you were saying it in the chat. I like to give you guys credit. I like to give you credit where I can, but Kathy Balance is for chores. If he was your son, if you adopted him, why aren't there any family photos? First person who comes to mind. Didn't Sandra Bullock adopt children when she was single? But she adopted young children, and there are all kinds of pictures of them where she's very much being a mom. Why aren't there pictures of Mr. Holier Than Thou being a dad to this child? Ugh. Eight of Wands. Four of Pentacles, Hermit, Devil's in the center, Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Okay. Like I said, even if there's nothing untoward in that way, this, oh my gosh, the racism in this. Take someone who is isolated and doesn't have as good a prospects as Johnson himself. I've got the Devil here, Three of Cups. This feels like partying. Five of Pentacles. This is being kept on the outside. This is vile. It doesn't matter. Even if it wasn't that, this is someone who was kept over there. Lois McDonald says, and Sandra Bullock did the paperwork. Yes, she did. High Priestess says Charlize Theron, Callista Flockhart, Madonna. Yeah. Well, super beautiful woman. Lara Croft. Angelina Jolie. Her. Man. All right. So there isn't, I don't see it here, but I want to read on this next because I think it, who knows, it might be directly related. It turns out, I don't have the link handy, unfortunately, but at 30 minutes in, I know I saw it this morning though. Speaker Johnson's wife has some kind of therapy something that she does that says basically that homosexuality is akin to bestiality. Now, don't get me wrong. Personally, I imagine there are some fabulous men out there who are just beasts. But that's not what she's talking about. Earth Yogi says certified Christian counselor. Yeah. Ugh. So, how's this going to go? Sherry Voices from the Swamp says the new speaker isn't from my area of Louisiana, but there is talk and rumors of the not so holy Mike. Well, Sarah, my bestie, Sarah, who comes on Wednesdays and was here yesterday, she is one of his constituents. Thank you, Steve. Yeah. Thread of Hope, Suburban Housewife, conversion therapy garbage. Destructive. Sharon Ann says certified Christian brainwasher. So, Mrs. Johnson. Two of Cups. Oh, yes, your partnership. Moon, Empress, Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands, Tower. Yeah, I was saying this the other day, and I do believe that Mr. Johnson, Speaker Johnson, is going to completely regret drawing this much attention to himself. This level of cruelty and crazy, where the Empress, the woman who believes that she knows Mother Nature, she knows how things are. No. They're gay animals all through the world. And there is literally an evolutionary advantage to a certain percentage of the population being gay, especially in humans, where it takes so long to rear children. They traditionally don't have children of their own, or they limits the number of children if they're bi, and then the children who are born get more support. It's helped us. Exactly, Lilibet. Penguins. Yeah. Because some baby penguins are abandoned. And there are gay penguins who are looking for, they'd love to raise a little baby penguin. So, yeah, but no, she knows. No, you don't. The amount of damage here. And this Queen of Swords, because they want to outlaw all of this. This far-right screeching of tires, obnoxious far-right garbage. But this, yes, it feels like she has done some damage. But this is what's coming to the Johnsons as all of their stuff comes out. Yeah, Kathy Delisle. The dinosaurs on the Ark. Yeah, that was yesterday. Sarah and I went through that. Enchanted Exennial says, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Gay dinosaurs on the Ark. Yes, that's it. Cat Shepherd says there are gay lions, there are gay sheep. Yep. is nature. So anyway, so I just, between the two of them, I just want to pull just a couple more cards, and then we'll go on to the fall of Sidney Powell and many other topics. But 35, future of the Johnsons, especially Mike. Save. Kathy DeLau says that blue wave keeps getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. Thread of Hope is asking, is this still Pluto dredging up all the muck? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Pluto isn't going to go into Aquarius until like January 24th, was it? Could be wrong. Something like that. So, Mike Johnson and the Johnsons. 9 of Cups. Oh, the evidence is going to just be laid out about who these people really are. And part of it is they themselves will never understand that things they do are a problem. Because God has spoken to us, and the Bible has told us how to live in exactly the narrow-minded, bigoted way that actually ignores most of what Jesus actually said. Because we are good Christians. No, you're not. I know good Christians. And you, sir, are no good Christian. And I don't usually say that about other people. I usually have a lot of respect for other people's religious beliefs. But this? No. Mm-mm. Oh, hello, Justice card. Right off the top. Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, King of Wands. That's not an emperor. That's not a speaker. That is just Mike Johnson. And he's weak. He may be speaker, but he's weak. Insult to injury. There's all the support of Trump. And I still say that I keep picking up that charges are coming to people in Congress. Legal mess is coming to Congress. That's what I keep getting. I don't know when, but it just keeps coming up in the cards. And I'll do a reading there, and suddenly, boom, first card, justice. So, okay. So, Gledbird, soonly. Exactly. All right. At 39 minutes in, 39 minutes in, legal experts agree that Sidney Powell will more than likely end up with a new court date, since she's publicly claiming her cooperation was extorted. The deal would probably be rescinded. I read on this a while ago, but let's check it. Let's check back in. Sidney Powell, going back to court. Page of Pentacles. Hope you can afford it. Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands, Hanged Man, 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups. What I'm getting is she's been running her mouth. That's what I get. I don't think she actually thinks she's been extorted. I think she doesn't want to make enemies. So she lies. She wants to, it looks like, oh my gosh, she's flipped. She's turned on the far right. She's never going to be welcome here again. And she's like, no, 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 I'm one of you. But right in the center, this is suspension. Suspension of, in taking the deal, the charges that were suspended, the deal she got, and that deal, the deal itself possibly being suspended here, but she's really on the defensive. And I said this before, but I get it again. It's not straightforward because her thought process is like looking through a kaleidoscope. When I touch on her energy and I'm trying to figure out, was she lying? Is she not? What is she going to do? Or what have you? I get it. It looks like a kaleidoscope where all the crystal pieces are. Ooh. Sharon Ann says Powell's going to be charged with federal crimes for what she did. Well, there's that too. Because she's got to go, because if she made a deal with, in theory, if she makes a deal with Fonnie Willis, then she should go to Jack Smith's team to try to get a deal there. But to do that, she's getting all kind of nasty messages, actually horrendous threats and messages from MAGA world, and she doesn't want that. So trying to get out of her thought process is because I don't drink, and the only drugs I take are supplements, like vitamin supplements. So I can't wrap my head around whatever that is. But Sidney Powell is the RICO trial going forward with Sidney Powell? It just rescheduled. Six of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Lovers, World, Queen of Cups. I've got her back in court. I've got her not only in court, I've got us watching her. This is her absolutely swilling the covfefe. This is the old-fashioned true believers right here. And an end to her being able to be all wishy-washy. And us watching. They're going to call her on this. Veronica Johannes is asking, was it a delay? Was it a delay tactic? That's kind of what I was thinking for a minute. Sharon Ann says Sidney Powell needs a good psychiatrist. I would actually agree with that. Yeah. Isabel Moss says the judge in Georgia has his own Zoom channel. Oh yeah, we watch it. McAfee. Yeah. And I still joke that the person who set up the cameras it actually sells ceiling tiles, because half the screen's always big ugly ceiling tiles. Look at my work. We'll pay for the cameras as long as we can show off the ceiling tiles. Judgment. You are in trouble, lady. Knight of Wands, Magician, Eight of Cups. she's nuts. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say it, how else to say it. And they have evidence, and it may go through, but I'm just, oh my gosh, the energy is so bad. I'm trying so hard to get into, okay, is Fani Willis going to go forward? But I just keep getting Sidney Powell can't quite wrap her head around what's going on. She's doolally, is as the Brits would say. Lois McDonald, thank you so much. It really makes a big difference. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Yeah, High Priestess, the judge specifically asked Powell if her plea had been coerced in any way. Right, and she said no. Now she's saying not only was it coerced, she was extorted. She doesn't want to make enemies of the far right. Raymond de Pascal is saying personality cognitive disorder. I don't know that one. PCD? Okay. There's Trump, there's temperance, and there's communication. Ultimately, she will, somewhere along here, she will hand over information, or she will testify against Trump to save herself. But man, bonkers. Rob D says she's nuttier than a squirrel's bank account. Yes. That is precisely what I am getting. Okay, I'm getting out of this energy because go away. Yeah. Up, down, forward, back. I've seriously got to like ground myself a little bit to be like, okay, wow. Has anybody else been reading on her and getting that super sage alert? Yeah. There. I don't have a pocket, so it sits in my collar. All right. So, since Trump's gag order, oh, no, I take it back. That was the Chutkan thing where his gag order's been suspended temporarily while he's appealing something. Engoron has ruled that Ivanka has to testify. So Trump went off on Engoron after ruling for Ivanka to testify, calling the judge crazed, Leticia James racist. Will Engoron end up finding Trump again or worse? Hello, salty chip. Man. Sharon Ann says, Sydney's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yes. Suburban Housewife says, yes, it's like a bungee cord all over the place. Yeah. But, and going on. So, Trump's still running his mouth. And Goran, for what it's worth, it feels like he really is trying to be fair. But he's starting to get annoyed. I'm feeling just an edge of anger, like, and it isn't so much that Trump's attacking him. It's the whole protecting the people who work for him, protecting his clerk, very important to him. In fact, I'm getting this third eye weird feeling. Death card. If Engoron feels like he needs to, if things continue to get worse and worse from Trump supporters, he's going to do something. But This is aggressive law enforcement. Trump's been fighting back. Trump's cornered. He's cornered and he's freaking out. But ultimately, this trial's going forward for Trump, who thinks he's an emperor. This was big, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. And I mean, they had Michael Cohen come in and testify, but apparently Engoron was just like, because there's nothing Cohen said that apparently wasn't already known, wasn't already there. This is going to ramp up. This situation is going to ramp up, and ultimately Engoron is going to have his final ruling. And Trump, you idiot. If he played along, if he had been capable of keeping his mouth shut, showing humility, I really feel like if you show up in Engoron's, if you show up in his court and you are respectful, if you are honest, even if you've done something wrong, if you are respectful and honest and remorseful, and you just mea culpa, or you are, I'm innocent, or whatever it is, but if you are that, I think Engoron would be inclined to, if not go easy on you, at least not go as hard. If you're reasonable to him, it feels like he'll be reasonable back to you. But Trump, no. Raymond DePascal, yes. Judge is losing his patience and respect. Yeah. True. Veronica Johannes. Trump thinks he's a medieval king. Yeah, he thinks he's a king. He thinks he's a medieval king. And he just keeps running his mouth. 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords, Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're in just a little bit of trouble, Trump. On the defensive, here's a Thief card. Sword of Truth coming toward the King of Pentacles, or Kings of Pentacles, the Grift and the Grifflings, who, let's just say, were waiting for their ship to come in and it wasn't coming in, so they made up a ship. Trump is going to get a worse outcome of this trial. The final rulings are going to be worse because of Trump's stupidity and arrogance. Mm-hmm. Okay. Amy Jones says, now I know why artificial sweeteners give me a headache. Oh. Okay. At 53:40. You gotta be kidding. Look, there may be a sucker born every minute. Well, but I'm not one of them. And also, what is the other thing? I may have been born at night, 5:53 p.m. Evening, close enough. I may have been born at night, but it wasn't last night. Trump's lawyers are claiming that Trump has presidential immunity forever. Quote, just how the founders wanted it, unquote. Bullpucky. Are they really that stupid? There's a link in the description box if you want more details. Trump's lawyers are claiming he has presidential immunity forever. Hierophant, yes, he was president. 4 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Swords. This is not going to work. This is Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, you may have been important, but the Wheel of Fortune turns, and this is losing a whole lot of sleep to legal worry. also sleeping by bars, perhaps, which would ultimately be what most of us want for him. But presidential immunity forever. Sit down. Take several seats. Oh, speaking of someone who should take several seats, at 5540. One of our least favorite people, Bill Barr. Why is anybody seriously? Why is Bill Barr? Why is anybody asking him to come on and speak? Why is anybody interviewing this jerk, this traitor? Why? And if they have him on, why is everyone not metaphorically jumping on his head about the Mueller report? Who cares what this guy has to say? You enabled it. You blankety blank. Bill Barr is making the rounds talking about Trump, listing the fact that Trump's verbal skills are limited. Well, your ethics skills are limited. Bill Barr get his, for his part, in the Mueller reports mess or the other things he did for Trump. Yeah, Lois McDonald, the many faces of Barr. Sharon N. says that Bill Barr should have been charged with obstruction of justice. Yes. Elizabeth B. says, give me a break. Mm-hmm. Glenn Bird is asking, have you tried allulose yet? Yes, I have. It's made from raisins. It's really expensive. It's great for things like cookies. Things that you wouldn't mind tasting like raisins. Anyway, Bill Barr. Justice going to come for Bill Barr. I don't understand why all of these people were not arrested the moment they were out of office. I don't. Trump should have been arrested on January 22nd, 2020. Everybody who was involved in the January 6th insurrection in Congress should have been arrested. Period. Lola Bell says, talking about Sidney Powell, date of birth May 1st, 1955, tries to be sane and rational. Scorpio Saturn, opposite Taurus Mercury. Okay, hang on. This doesn't jump. All right, Saturn would be what you make material, the limits, the steps that you take, the auditor, and Mercury being communication. Okay. Taurus is, they're both fixed signs, so very steady, stubborn can be. And Taurus being very practical communications style. Okay. Scorpio Sun opposite Taurus, Taurian Mercury. So on that seesaw, but can't. Jupiter is conjunct Uranus and Leo, square Mercury and Saturn. So T-square. And so in the middle of all of that back and forth seesaw between her idea of limits and form and structure and communication, you get two giant planets, Jupiter and Mercury, square both. And then Uranus is transiting in the sky, setting off the one part of the T-square, the Taurus part. Yikes. Okay, I have to break that down more. But thank you. All right. Oh my gosh, there were a bunch of things. A lot of things in the chat I missed. Lilibel says Saturn tries to keep her Mercury in check. I hear you. I don't know what that is, Larry Murray. I'm sorry. So, Barr. King of Swords. Yeah. King of the legal stuff. Yeah. Oh, you are so awful. 8 of Swords. Nine of Cups, Towers in the center, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Maybe. Strangely, the energy feels almost like it's going backwards. Like there was a plan he was behind, he was hemmed in, that there was a lot of evidence. Tower. Well, he brought the Mueller report down. He was the bolt of lightning that brought the Mueller report down. Bill Barr going to be held legally accountable. Page of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, Chariot, Eight of Cups. All right, well, okay, I've got evidence here. I do have movement going forward, and him as the Knight of Pentacles, he was acting for Trump. But it almost feels like this has to come before that. Even the Chariot's the center. I'm getting this energy where it's like, well, wait a second, but this has to come before that, which has to come, but that it should be straightforward. He did the thing, somebody starts looking into it, investigating it, somebody brings charges, but it's like it does move forward, but there's the steps are weird, if that makes any sense. There's evidence that needs to be collected or organized, something very strange. Okay. Well, today is a lunar eclipse. Keep that in mind. Might be part of why the energy is weird today. Ugh. Okay. At 102:40, 102:45. Well, actually, I might save that one for tomorrow. Hang on, let me see. Because I've got some extra questions today that I'm going to carry over to tomorrow. All right, I'm actually going to carry these all over to tomorrow. Yeah, because it's an hour and 3 minutes. Okay, so Kevin's saying Garland won't do it. Oh, going after Barr? It could be it. It could be we need another attorney general before things go forward. Anyway, so it is lunar eclipse today. If anything seems kind of weird and emotional, when my computer was, lunar eclipses aren't, it's not Mercury, but still my computer was doing weird stuff this morning and I had to restart it, and the energy's been weird today. It's the eclipse. So this too shall pass. This very evening, Saturday. Today is Saturday, October 28th. From 8 to 10 p.m. Central Time is the Patreon monthly social. That is this evening. We start out by playing a game. And this evening, we're going to be discussing this book. I'm going to tell you what's in here. I'm not suggesting you do this. I don't do it. But it's really interesting. Yeah, and this actually inspired part of my novel about ghosts. Some stuff in here. So we're going to go over this evening. We're playing a little game. I have people come on camera with me, so you can put faces to names of people that you've seen a lot in chat, or you yourself can come on the screen. You're welcome to. It's not public, so there people who are patrons can see it, but it won't be out in public. But so yeah, and I can have up to 9 people with me on the screen at one time, and people come and go. So if all you have to do is join Patreon, links in the description box. I don't have super expensive tiers, so but that's tonight. All right. So other than that, I'm going to be right back here tomorrow. I'm here 365 days of the year, and thank you so much. Don't forget, you're not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. All right. Take care. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Or for patrons, I will see you this evening.